Nature journaling for me is a practice of connecting with life in the present moment. And it's about opening up my awareness to my experience using all of my senses and then just contemplating that or expressing my experience through writing in whatever form or drawing expressively. So I'll show you a little bit about my sketching practice today. For my sketching practice, I typically use a simple number 2 pencil and anything that is a surface to write or draw on. I just have a regular sketchbook. Could be anything, just whatever works for you. And I'm going to show you now. All right, so here's my subject, the shoots coming up, and I'm just going to sketch them to connect to life in the present moment. So I'm just concerned more about how it feels, and I want to connect with these. So I'm thinking about the shape, the form, the movement. So I'm just really sketching to connect and to feel how they are. This is kind of leaning into this one. There's like a little shoot right here. And this can be quick. I mean, you can do this in 30 seconds. It doesn't have to look like anything. It doesn't have to, be some kind of scientific illustration, as I said. It's really just purely for observation and connection. These plants are going to change rapidly and dramatically, and it's really cool to be able to capture them with a sketch. So this is very gestural. I'm just kind of documenting. And also, it's just being outside and connecting with life where it is, feeling the fresh air, connecting. I'm noticing these repeated shapes. This is different from this one. Looks like it's been already nibbled by an animal, probably a rabbit. So that's a different kind of plant right there. And there's this shoot sort of off by itself here. And another one here. And as I'm doing this, these kind of remind me oddly of like a stone circles or something. So it's really a practice of presence and also letting go. So letting go of how it looks and focusing on being connected to life. And then making note of the date, so it's March something. I gotta look it up. 2026. You could note the time and the temperature and maybe write a little bit about what you saw. And there we go. So that was a little bit of my nature journaling practice. I filled in some squiggly lines here to give us a sense of the soil beneath, and I filled in the date, which is March 7th, and the temperature, which is 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and a little description of what this is, bulbs emerging from the ground. And so I could really get into more and say how tall they were, or whatever, if I want to describe them, write a little poem. So this is really an invitation. I find this practice to be healing, grounding, centering. It helps me get out of my head and into my heart. It helps me utilize the heart to hand connection, which is anytime we write or draw, when physically using our hand, we connect into our heart center. So this practice is for anybody. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in 30 seconds. It doesn't have to be a big, long sketch, but I think you'll notice there's a different feeling inside after we do this practice. For me, I do. So, and I'll be back with some more nature journaling sketches out in the field.